No one knows I'm rich. 2 years ago, I won a huge amount of money in a settlement, and I'm essentially retired at 31 and no one in my life knows. I can't get into specifics due to the terms of the settlement, but I got more money than I ever dreamed I'd have. Enough to where I would never need to work again. I quit my job and I invested the bulk of it, and the investments paid off, and I essentially made nearly 6 times that money in the last 2 years. No one in my life knows exactly how well off I am. My immediate family and friends know I received a settlement, but not how much. Now that the pandemic is over, I spend my time traveling while my accountant and my broker handle everything else, and the money just keeps growing. I grew up pretty poor and was poor until said settlement happened, so it's still very new to me. I've been so blessed, and I'm so grateful to be in the position I'm in. I've made a lot of anonymous donations to various charities I believe in and have seen firsthand what they've done to change lives with money I've sent them. I've tried really hard and succeeded at keeping out of the public eye, thankfully, but I'm honestly not sure what I want to do with the rest of my life, but I know I'm not stopping here. I stopped talking to an overweight girl because she moaned every time she ate something. I met a girl on campus. She was in my class, got her number for a project, and we hit it off not too long after. We went out a lot and ate at some pretty good restaurants, and that's when I noticed she moaned or squealed every time she took a bite. Now, at first, I ignored it because I myself thought the food was good, and some people are just more expressive when it comes to food. But she did it every single time she ate something. From cereal to a ham sandwich, a slice of cheese, or even saltine crackers, she would make this high-pitched mmm and close her eyes in bliss. I started to lose it and dread every moment we would eat. On top of it, she always wanted me to eat with her. She always tried to make me eat, even things she knew I didn't like. And during times I wasn't hungry and refused getting something, she would buy me something anyway and then eat it because I didn't.
I have a boyfriend and secretly join dating apps for the lulz and to get men to cash app me, and then I ghost. I join dating apps with no intention whatsoever of dating, sleeping, or meeting with any of the men I match with. I chat with them, get them to add me on other apps, and I pretend to be interested in them. Pretend to flirt with them, compliment them, make them feel special, but low-key laughing at their desperation. Get them attached emotionally or lusting over me, then I start ignoring them. Without fail, to get my attention, they will start sending me money through Cash App and PayPal. Once that happens and I've gotten what I wanted, I ghost them. I have no sympathy for these simps. Imagine being stupid enough to send money to someone you've never even physically met. And half of them are married and actively cheating on their spouses. They get what they deserve. My boyfriend doesn't know what I'm up to, but I might confess to him for lulz together.
My mother-in-law has never liked me. I have been married for 30+ years, and it's only been within the past 3 years that my family, husband and adult children, have been able to see it. However, her disdain towards me is still often ignored or excused by them. I think my 10-month-old dog senses it, though. He disliked her from the second he met her. He's a good dog, he's well socialised and loves all animals and people, but he turns into an entirely different animal when she's around. He isn't even 10 pounds, but he stands between me and her when we're in the same room and growls a really deep, low growl. He won't take his eyes off her, and if she even so much as looks my way, he starts barking at her. We've tried all sorts of things like giving her treats to give to him, but nothing has worked. He simply doesn't like her, at all. He's a good boy.
I'm in my 30s and I still have a blankie. It's a habit that I never grew out of. My dad absolutely disliked the fact that I was still suckling on t-shirts that I was wearing at the dinner table or what have you, so I had to stop myself. This was when I was 14/15 years old. I've learned to hide it away from the world and only suckle on the blanket at nighttime / in my room. I am a guy as well, so it's doubly weird. I've seen grown women suckle on their sleeves, but obviously that's adorable and they get away with it. You'd think that there'd be a community of people on the internet who'd be the same as me, but I've literally never seen it. Not even when I go searching out of curiosity. My ex knew about it and she was open to it. She gave me an old t-shirt that I liked, and that's my blankie. It was nice and comforting since it was hers. Other partners since then have not been so kind as you can imagine. LOL. I've now basically gone and hid this aspect of my life from any future partners in fear of scaring them off. That's it, really. I've never told anyone this, aside from my partners, but there you go. I tell people I'm autistic sometimes so they're nicer to me. First off, I've never been diagnosed with autism. I've been diagnosed with ADHD and extreme anxiety. I can be extremely nervous and socially awkward in public. I make silly mistakes and have little common sense most of the time. It's very embarrassing, especially when most people seem to know what they're doing. I don't do it often at all, maybe once or twice a year as a little treat. I feel extremely guilty about it. I feel like I have autistic traits, but not enough to be diagnosed. When I was on the verge of a panic attack with my old boss, I immediately told him that I had autism, and he sympathized with me. I feel crappy about it, but it has worked better than telling people that I have anxiety. Anyways, I feel really crappy about this, and I just needed to confess somewhere. Being a hiring manager is so great. I can literally get away with discrimination as long as I never verbalize it. If I see any pronouns on someone's resume, shred. If I search them on Facebook or X, etc., and I don't like what I see, shred. If they're an outspoken member of the LGBT community, shred. This is business, and as a hiring manager, it's my job to find the best and brightest, and if you have neon-colored hair, tons of piercings and tattoos, flaunt your degenerate lifestyle, or most of all, if you don't know what gender you are, then you ain't it, and I will break the law, shred your resume, and you will not be employed here. Nothing personal, kid. My secret money printer. I've got a bit of a confession to make, and I think it's about time I shared it. For a while now, I've been offering homework help services, and it's been quite a journey. I primarily work on assignments related to business, science, sociology, history, and statistical analyses using R and Python. Before you jump to conclusions, I want to clarify a few things. Yes, I do get paid for my services, and yes, it has been quite profitable. But here's the twist. I've made a conscious commitment to uphold the privacy agreements with my clients. Why am I confessing this? Well, for starters, it's a way to come clean about what I do. But more importantly, I want to emphasize that while I may earn from this, I take the trust and confidentiality of my clients very seriously. Breaching privacy is a line I'll never cross. That's where I come in. I genuinely enjoy assisting students in understanding complex topics and, of course, providing well-researched and structured assignments. So here's my confession. I've made a lot of dollars from this gig, and I'm okay with it. I'm here to learn and grow while helping others succeed in their academic endeavors. Remember, we all have our unique paths, and sometimes confessions can lead to greater understanding. Thanks for hearing me out. I'm a catfish with sugar daddies. I, age 24, male, got super strapped for money and desperately made a fake account on multiple dating websites in hopes of catfishing men for money. Long story short, all of my accounts got deleted right away, so I stopped. Fast forward 2 months, I got curious and checked the email. My catfish account, age 26, female, on a website for sugar daddies and sugar babies relationships had over 300 messages. No joke, within 20 minutes of me logging in, I had $200 in my account. Fast forward 3 days, and I've had over $1,000 deposited into my account from 2 men whom think I am a 26-year-old blonde dental assistant and are interested in maintaining a relationship. Let's say paid some bills I was behind on, and I'm no longer stressing.
I've been stealing since I was 7. So a backstory to how this started. I had a really bad uncle. And when I was roughly 6 or 7, I was sent to live with my aunt. My uncle was there as well. And they raised me from 7 to about 12. In the time I stayed there, my uncle, let's call him Dana, would get arrested for stealing and possession of illegal substances and more things, I'm sure. So when he got told he would go to jail next time he did something, he started taking me and my closest cousin, 3 months younger than me, basically my sister, out with him. We would go shopping, and he would usually give us a pack of cigarettes each and tell us to put them in our pockets. We thought nothing of it because he would then buy us ice cream and various toys. Well, this stealing escalated to stealing alone for him. He would send us to the store down the street alone to grab things and leave. Me and my cousin got so used to this that we began stealing things for ourselves as well. Various candies and makeup, rarely ever paying for anything. We never got caught. Even to this day, I know it is wrong to steal, and I don't go out of my way to steal anymore. But every once in a while when I'm going shopping, I'll sneak something small. Don't know why, I just do it.
The embarrassing reason why I joined the Marines. I was fixated on this one girl in high school. I couldn't fully express why, I was just dumbfounded by her, but I needed to go somewhere after high school. I didn't have a good home life. My mom tried, but it was pretty poor. And in an attempt to do something with my life and escape the harsh realities of that, I joined the Marines. Partially to impress her, probably more than to escape, I didn't understand or have help with understanding anything about college, but the recruiter was there. I wanted to look cool and try and do something with my life, so I joined. And it was something a dumb 17-year-old kid would do. Now I'm still struggling to be in the present in my 30s. And she, the girl I had a crush on, she and her husband are owners of a whole franchise and are millionaires. Life's effing weird. Help kids more. I joined the Marines because of a girl.
I enjoy watching my friends' breakups. I have no clue why, but I always have loved watching my friends break up with their significant others. I don't hold any grudges against their lovers. I just like to see the relationships end. I'll still show empathy and support them after the breakup. But deep inside me, there's this feeling of joy every time my friend says that their partner broke up with them. I don't know why, and I hate to see them upset. But the breakups themselves make me really happy, almost like they're cutting a toxic person out of their lives.
I used to be an incel. Starting just before the CV-19 problem, I became an incel. I had the mentality that women are the problem. CV-19 exacerbated this. I stopped doing things with friends. I became increasingly desperate for a girlfriend and got mad when things didn't go right. I started saying the classic men and females, which I absolutely regret. My only hobbies were gaming and doom-scrolling on social media. Additionally, I had depression and left it unaddressed to not appear weak. A little over a year ago, something just clicked in me. I slowly realized I had to change. My confidence went up. My general quality of life improved. I got a girlfriend who I love and have been with for well over a year now. I got a good group of friends, many of which are women, sad but notable for a former incel. I got a good scholarship to the university I'll be attending next year. I acknowledged my depression and received treatment. It was successful and my treatment ended last fall. You'd be amazed at what you can do if you make an effort to do it.
Why I only date unattractive men. I would consider myself an attractive person. Not drop-dead gorgeous, but pretty good-looking. I think I have an attractive body also. I'm curvy in the right places. I enjoy dating ugly men. Not because of their valuables, personalities, nor skills, but I enjoy being the attractive person in the relationship. I enjoy when we go out in public and we get strange looks as we engage in mild PDA. It's much easier to deal with meeting family and friends because they always assume I would be an unattractive girl. When they see me, I always surpass their expectations and he usually gets congratulated for having such a pretty girl. People always wonder why I'm with them, or what do I see in such an ugly person? And it always makes me happy for some reason when people acknowledge I'm more attractive than my partner. I purposely target ugly men. I want them to think, how did a dude like me land a girl like that? Or, she's so pretty, why is she with me? I can't stop texting my deceased sister. I text my deceased sister's phone years later. I can't stop. So my sister died around the time that cell phones really started being a thing. Her cell number was memorized as much as my home phone number as a kid. She's been gone over 2 decades now, and I will still randomly text her when I miss her. I have no idea who's on the other end now, or what they think of my messages, but I send them anyway because it's my only way of physically having contact. I'm a very tactile person, and prefer phone over texts. Getting together is better than virtual contact. She has no grave to visit, and I've got no family to talk to about her with. I don't know if I should, but I can't stop myself. I miss her too much and don't know what else to do. Be sure to like and subscribe or follow. See you on the next video.